Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will demonstrate how to run 8051 based circuit by using Proteus software. As we are using 8051 in our circuit, to write the program, we will use Keil software also. Basically, Proteus software is used to draw schematic circuit diagram and run that schematic circuit diagram. As we are using 8051, to execute particular task, we have to write a program, and that program we will write by using Keil software. Keil software will create a hex file, and that hex file we will be linking with the Proteus circuit so that we can execute or we can run Proteus based circuit. When we are writing any program of 8051 or any microcontroller, we must know how external peripherals have been interfaced with the microcontroller. Now in our case, today we are interfacing LEDs with 8051. So before writing program, we must know which terminals of the LEDs connected to the which pin of 8051 microcontroller, and that's why we will draw circuit diagram first in Proteus software, and followed by that we are going to write program in C language. So let's start with the Proteus software. This is a circuit which we are going to simulate in today's experiment. At middle it is a 8051, I mean 8089C51. At left side there is a oscillator circuitry in which two capacitors and one crystal is involved. Here it is a reset circuitry in which push button, capacitor and resistors, these components are involved. EA bar pin is connected to the VCC. Here I would like to add a very important thing is that even if we do not connect this oscillator circuitry, reset circuitry or EA bar pin in our Proteus, then also our circuitry will work properly, correctly without any problem. So we will not waste time to make this connection. But in actual case, in ideal case, it should be there if we are doing or if we are implementing on the hardware. Here at right side, there is a pack of LEDs in which 10 different LEDs are there, out of which I am going to use 8 different LEDs. Left side terminals are anode of LEDs and right side terminals are cathode of LEDs. Cathode of LEDs are connected to the ground. Anode of the LEDs are connected to the P2 port. This is a single LED. Anode is connected to the P3.0 and cathode is connected to the ground. This is a circuit which we will draw in our Proteus and we will write program for the same. So here I am going to create two different projects. One project is of Keil and another one is of Proteus. So I will create a folder. Let's say my folder is on desktop with name demo, and inside that, to save all the files of Proteus, I will create a folder with name my Proteus. And to save all the files of Keil, I will create one more folder with name my Keil. So these are two different folders I have created. Now I will open first Proteus software. To open Proteus, right click on Proteus icon, then click option of run as an administrator. It will give one message, say yes. Then we are going to create a project for Proteus. So click on new project. Now it is asking us about the path of our folder. So click on browse. At desktop, we are having a demo folder. In that there is a my Proteus folder. So select this folder and give a name to our Proteus project. So I will give name Proteus project. You can give any name. Then click on next. Then click next. Then click next. Then click next, and then click on finish. Now you will be having this type of interface. I can say it is a one board, and in that board I have to drag different components. So to import or to take different components, to import different components, go to the option library. In the library, very first option is a pick library, which is indicated by P character. So click here and search. Very first component is a 8089C51. This is our 8051 microcontroller. So select this and say OK. After that, if you want to zoom in or zoom out, scroll mouse. So let's say I am zooming my component. If I want to adjust the window, so click at here and adjust your position of your component, and then once again you have to click here. As I said, I will not create any circuitry at left side, that is a crystal circuitry, research circuitry, or EA bar signal. I will directly jump to this P2 port and P3.0. So take next components. So you have to go to the library and you have to click on pick part. And another thing is that you are having shortcut of that also. So if you click on P, then also you can get same component or same list. Here I will type LED because I want the pack of LED which is called as bar graph. So at here at this position it is giving the option of different LEDs. So select bar graph, you can choose any color. So my favorite one is a green color. Then click on OK. Now place in front of P2 port. Left side terminals are anode terminals, right side terminals are cathode terminals. I will take one more component, that is a single LED. So again I will type LED in the library section or pick section, pick device section, and I will choose my favorite LED yellow color, and that too again animated yellow color. So click here and say OK. Now make the connections of this. So just you have to drag the terminals, double click here, take the ground which we have to connect at the cathode terminals. So go to the terminal mode option, and in that you will find various options. Choose ground option and place here, that is a cathode of single LED and cathode of our multiple LEDs. Now make the connections of cathode terminals with the ground. Double click. Now my connections are over. Now you can read all the properties of this 89C51 or LEDs or this LED. You have to double click to read the properties. If you read the properties of 89C51, it is showing me clock frequency is at 12 megahertz. My favorite frequency is 11.059 megahertz, which is compatible for cell communication. Here one more thing is that program files. Here I have to select the path of our hex file. Till the right now we have not created hex file, but when we will create hex file, we have to choose path of hex file here. If you want to read properties of LED, just double click on it. It will show various options. For example, it is showing me the 10 milliampere current is needed to show the animation. It is a forward voltage of this green color is a 1.8 volt and so on. So you can go through it and you can read more details. Now I will switch to the Keil software. Before I will save this, and now I will open Keil. Now open Keil software. So double click on Keil icon. This is my previous project. You have to close previous projects. So go to the project and close previous project. This is my editor window. This is project window. This is at bottom a build output window, and the top there are so many options. As we are creating new projects, so go to the project, and very first option is a new microvision project. Select this. It will ask to choose particular folder. In our case, we have created a folder on desktop with name demo, and in that there is a one more folder with name myKeil. This is a folder I have selected. Now I will have to give name to the my project. So I will give name as a Keil project. Then click on save. It is asking me to select particular microcontroller. We will use our traditional method. I mean, I will go to the manufacturer of 8089C51, that is a microchip. Under the microchip, there is a long list. There is a 8089C51. Select this, say OK. It will show a message, say no. In the left window, that is a project window, it is showing target 1, and under target 1 there is a source group 1 option. I have to make two settings. The first setting is right click on target 1, select very first option for target 1. Under the target, choose frequency 11.059 megahertz. And second important thing is that we have to go to the output tab, and here option of create hex file, we have to enable this option. Then only our hex file will be created. The name of hex file will be keylproject.hex. Say OK. The another thing is that here I have to type the program, but right now it is not allowing me. So go to the file, and very first option is a new. Now for this file, which is the text one, the file, you have to save it, because we are going to write a program and which we have to link with the kill project. So here I am giving name as a program with extension .c. If your program is a assembly, then extension should be .asm. In my case, it is a C program, so give extension .c, which is very important. Now this program.c file we have to link with the project. So that right click on source group 1, right click on that, choose option add existing file to group source group 1, and under my kill project, there is an option choose proper file type. Right now it is a C source file. If your program is a assembly program, then you have to choose ASM source file, but now in my case it is a C source file. Click on program.c, same file is appearing here. Click on add, then close. Now in front of source group 1 there is a plus button, you can open it. This is a program.c file. In case if you close this file and if you want to open it, you have to just double click here. Now we'll start writing program. The very first line which you have to write is hash include rec51.h. Then under void main we have to write a program. Here, as I said, according to our circuit diagram, port P2 is connected to 8 different LEDs, and that's why what I'm going to do, I'm going to give specific name to this port 2, and for that purpose I have to write line like hash define name which I want to give. Let's say my name is LED pack, and I'm giving this name to the P2 port. This is the way of giving specific name to the specific port. Next, according to our circuit diagram, there is a LED which is connected to the P3.0. So I will give name to the P3.0. The way of giving name to the specific pin is S bit is a keyword. After that, what name which I have to give? Let's say I want to give name single LED, and after that is equal to sign. Then you have to mention and which pin I'm talking about, P3 cap 0. Here keep in mind, after this statement there is no colon, no semicolon, and after this there is a semicolon. Now I will come to the main program. I want to execute this task forever, so I will keep everything inside a while loop. Then let's say I have to turn on all the LEDs. That means all the pins of port 2 must be high. And if I convert this logic high signal into the binary numbers, it will be 8 times high or 8 times 1. If I convert this 8 times 1 into the hexadecimal number, it will be FF. So what I will do, I will say that the LED pack, I mean P2 port, is equal to FF. FF is a hexadecimal number, but before that I have to put 0x. 0x means what? After 0x, whatever digits I'm writing, these are the hexadecimal digit. This F means 4 times 1, and next F means 4 times 1. So collectively it is a 8 times 1. Then I will make single LED off. So I will keep single LED is equal to 0 semicolon. I will call a delay. Right now I have not created any delay function, but I will create it and I will call that delay function. Now let's say I want to turn off all the LEDs of port 2, then type 0x00. So all the LEDs will be turned off. After that, single LED, let's say I want to turn on. So type single underscore LED is equal to 1. Then delay subroutine. let's say call delay 1000. Now this thing will be executed again and again. If you observe very carefully this program, the everything I have written inside the while statement, so that this part will be executed forever. Now delay function. To write the delay function, very first thing you have to create object of delay function, and then I will write exact delay function here. This is my delay function. According to this delay function, if I call the value of x as a 1000, it will create a delay of 1000 millisecond. Now let's run this. So click on program.c, rebuild option, choose rebuild option, and check whether there is any warning or not. Right now there is no warning, and creating hex file, that means hex file is created. So now we can observe hex file. So go to our folder demo. Under insert demo folder there is a my kill project, and under my kill, this is our program.c file, this is our kill project, and inside the object folder there is a file name is kill.kitproject.hex. This is our hex file which we have to link with the Proteus software. So I will open Proteus. I will double click on Proteus. I will choose path. So click on browse. In browse, I will go little bit up. I will choose my kill project folder, then object folder, and in that there is a hex file. Choose this and say open. Just say OK. Now we have linked our hex file. Just say run. Now you will find that these 8 LEDs are on. At the same time, single LED is off. If I want to do some modification, let's stop it. And let's say I am writing here 0F, and here I am writing F0. Rebuild once again, and after that hex file will be created. Previous hex file will be deleted and new hex file will be created. That means overwrite will take place, and you do not have to once again link the file. It is already linked. Just click on play button. Now you will find that on single ports 4 LEDs are on, 4 LEDs are off. This is how we can create project in Proteus and Kill, and we can run the 8051 based circuit with the help of Proteus. Thanks for watching video.